Hello everyone, how are you? How is going your studies? I hope all are studied properly. And have you finished your homework? Yesterday homework? Very good. While you writing your homework, your handwriting is very important. Okay? So you should be write neatly and good handwriting. Okay? And I would glad to meet you through this once again zoology class. And I welcome you all in this class. Are you sure all are ready to learn? Okay, very good. All of take your zoology book. All of you take your zoology book. While listen your online class, you should bring your book. Okay. Without your book, you cannot listen properly. And while I teaching, you should underline the important point. That will be easy to study. Getting my point, students? Okay, very good. And the previous class, what we have seen, and what is our chapter? Yes, very good. Digestion and absorption, isn't it? So plants do not require the digestive system because plant is an autotrophic animal, isn't it? The plant can synthesize their own food. For that, plant do not require the digestive system. Okay, but animal should require the alimentary canal and digestive system because animal should need breakdown of macromolecules into micromolecules. That process told to be digestion. That process told to be digestion. Okay, so it is a digestive tract. Students, just imagine that. Okay, this is a digestion tract. In previous class we have seen digestion start from mouth and then the food transfer into buccal cavity, then esophagus, and then perions, then stomach, and then intestine, rectum and anus. So mouth is a anterior open, the alimentary canal, and anus is a posterior open out of alimentary canal. Are you clear it? And then what we have seen, digestive gland, isn't it? Digestive gland. So alimentary canal associate with digestive gland. What are the digestive gland? Digestive gland start from salivary gland and then what is that? Gastric gland, and then liver, finally pancreas. Okay, so salivary gland produce saliva and the gastric gland produce HCl and gastric enzymes, and the liver produce enzymes, and pancreas also produce the pancreatic enzymes. Okay, it also produce enzyme. So these are the digestive gland. These are involved in the digestion. These are involved in digestion. Are you clear it? So now I am going to start digestion of food and role of digestive enzyme. Okay, what I am going to teach, digestive food and role of digestive enzyme and role of digestive enzymes. Okay. Today I am going to teach digestive food and role of the enzyme, digestive enzyme. Okay, as a students, what is your role? Study, isn't it? As a teacher, what is my role? Teaching. So likewise, as an enzyme, as a digestive enzyme, which all function in digestive. Okay, so today, now I am going to teach the role of the digestive enzyme on digestion of food. Okay, on digestion of food. And the process of digestion convert the solid food into absorbable and assimilating form. Okay, so that process is convert the food particles into absorbable and assimilating form. That is a digestion. Okay, so there are two mechanism is there. One is mechanical digestion and another one is chemical digestion. Okay, mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. In previous class we have seen about chemical digestion and mechanical digestion. What is that? These are done by buccal cavity, isn't it? In previous class this much only we have seen, but now full alimentary canal digestion process there are two types. One is mechanical digestion and another one is chemical digestion. Okay, so mechanical digestion starts from mouth by the help of teeth. Okay, by the help of teeth. And the chemical digestion starts from buccal cavity. And with the help of enzyme. Okay, with the help of enzymes. This is a two mechanism of digestion. Okay, so now I come in digestion in buccal cavity. Okay, in previous class we have seen in little bit only. Now I am going to start digestion in buccal cavity. Buccal cavity also called as oral cavity. Very good. Okay, so buccal cavity also called as oral cavity. In oral cavity present the enzyme is saliva. Okay, the saliva is secreted by salivary gland. Saliva secreted by salivary gland. Are you clear it? And then the food of smell, sight, and then the taste and the touch of the food to regarded the reflect of action. Okay, of action in salivary gland. So after touch the food, automatically salivary gland secrete to saliva. It mixed with the food with the help of tongue. Okay, so in salivary gland present, salivary gland consists first of all water. Okay, salivary gland present consists the water and then electrolytes and then salivary amylase and then antibacterial agent lysosome and lubricating agent mucus. Okay, lysozyme and mucus. So salivary gland consists water, electrolytes and salivary amylase and then lysozyme and mucus. Okay, lysozyme. And then the electrolytes also include sodium plus Okay, sodium plus and potassium plus, calcium minus, and then HCO3 minus. What are the electrolytes present in the salivary gland? Sodium plus ions, potassium plus ions, chlorine minus ions, and HCO3 minus ions. Okay, these are ions. Okay, and then salivary amylase in the form of ptyalin. In this form of ptyalin. Okay, and then lysosome is one of the antibacterial agent. What is that? Antibacterial agent. It gives project from bacteria. Okay, it avoid the bacterial involvement. Okay, bacterial enter of our alimentary canal. And finally, mucus is a lubricating agent. It will helpful to easily swallowing of food. Okay, so what are the present in the salivary gland? Water, electrolytes, and salivary amylase, lysosome, and mucus. Okay, so water in the common sense, isn't it? H2O, and electrolytes present in salivary gland, which are sodium plus ion, potassium plus ion, chlorine plus ion, and HCO3 minus ion. Okay, and salivary amylase in the form of ptyalin, and lysozyme is an antibacterial agent. It is helpful to avoid the enter of bacteria, and mucus is helpful to easy swallowing of food. So it serves as lubricating. It serves as lubricating. Okay, and then by the help of salivary gland, starch hydrolyzes into polysaccharides. Okay, polysaccharides. So by the help of salivary gland or saliva, starch converted into polysaccharides, and in the stage of food of buccal cavity told to be bolus. Okay, so in buccal cavity food told to be bolus, because in bolus food mixed with saliva. So the fixed food mixed with saliva told to be bolus. Okay, so bolus is one of the food form mixed with saliva. And then the bolus of buccal cavity also enter the esophagus and then enter to the perions. Okay, by swallowing. So first digestion start from mouth, that is a mechanical digestion. Okay, mechanical digestion. And then second digestion start from buccal cavity, that is a chemical digestion with the help of salivary gland. Okay, and next stage of digestion done by stomach. Okay, done by stomach, that is a digestion in stomach. Digestion in stomach. So here where is stomach? It is a stomach. J-shaped organ of alimentary canal is told to be stomach. Okay, so in previous class we have seen, isn't it, what are the layers of alimentary canal? What are the layers? mucosa, submucosa, and then muscularis, sarcosa. These are from esophagus to anus. These layers consist from esophagus to anus. Okay. In the sense, these layers also continue in stomach. What are the layers? Mucosa, submucosa, and then muscularia and serosa are 4 layers of alimentary canal at present the stomach. Okay. And then now I come in the digestion of stomach. Okay. So in the stomach, food remain 4 or 5 hours. Okay. 4 or 5 hours. Here also done some mechanical digestion. Okay. By the help of pushing. Okay. By the help of giving some pressure, mechanical digestion. But mostly here done chemical digestion. Okay. So in the food in present the esophagus or buccal cavity told to be bolus. Okay. But here in stomach food told to be chyme. Okay. That is that chyme. And then these foods automatic action to pass the next stage. Automatic post. Okay. Chyme. Automatic pressure to give help to pass the next stage of food. So in buccal cavity food told to be bolus and in stomach food told to be chyme. And then here remain the food for 4 or to 5 hours. And then in gastric juice contains HCl and proenzymes. What are that? HCl and proenzymes. Okay. HCl and proenzymes. Proenzymes have pepsinogen, and trypsinogen. Okay. Sorry, renin. Okay. What is that? Pepsinogen and renin. Okay. This pepsinogen is inactive condition. This pepsinogen is inactive condition and renin also inactive condition. After secrete the HCl only, pepsinogen to ready to act with food. That condition or that level of enzyme told to be pepsin. Okay. And then this renin enzyme more in child. Okay. Because the newborn baby only take a lot of milk, isn't it? Renin include the digestion of milk protein. Okay. And after growth the baby or after come the adult stage, the renin secretion will be decrease. Okay. Because it is involved in milk protein digestion. And pepsinogen after secrete the HCl only, pepsinogen ready to react with the food. Okay. That stage of enzyme told to be pepsin. Okay. So proenzyme divided into pepsinogen and renin. Okay. Renin is high level in childhood. After growth, renin will be decrease. Secretion of renin will be decrease. Okay. And this pepsin involved the digestion of protein. Involved the digestion of protein. Okay. Protein converted into protease and proteases and peptones. Okay. Proteases and peptones by pepsin. Action stage of pepsin. Okay. So after secrete the HCl only, pepsin start to ready the react with food. Are you clear it? Okay, then another proteolytic enzyme found in gastric juice of infant, that is the renin. Okay, and renin involve the milk protein digestion, casinogen to casein. Okay, casinogen is a milk protein. Okay, casinogen is a milk protein. Don't forget, students, casinogen. What is a milk protein? Casinogen. Okay, so casinogen is a milk protein, and renin involve the digestion of milk protein of casinogen converted into casein, by renin. Okay, by renin. Are you clear it? So once again repeat all the point. Digestion in stomach. Digestion in stomach. Okay, so in the stomach, food told to be siming and remain the food in stomach 4 or 5 hours. Stomach secrete the enzymes HCl and proenzymes. Proenzymes also divided into pepsinogen and renin. Pepsinogen is a inactive stage. After secrete the HCl only, pepsinogen ready to react with food. Okay, and renin involved to digestion of casinogen. Casinogen is a milk protein. Casinogen converted into casein. Casinogen is converted into casinogen. Okay, and look at here, students. It is a stomach. It is a inner layer of stomach. Inner layer of stomach. Okay, so it is the outer portion. It is the inner portion. Okay, it is a this shape I draw here in this portion like this. Okay, so it is a chief cell. It is a prolactic cell. Okay, and the chief cell secrete the HCl. Prolactis secrete the proenzymes. Proenzymes. Okay, are you clear it? Chief cell and peritoneal cells. Okay, peritoneal cell. And the chief cell secrete the HCl. Peritoneal cell secrete the proenzymes. There are 2 enzymes, pepsinogen and renin. Pepsinogen and renin. Are you clear it? Okay. And then the food pass the next stage, that is a stomach, isn't it? That is a stomach. First of all, food enter the mouth. So first digestion starts from mouth, that is a mechanical digestion. And second step of digestion done by buccal cavity, that is a chemical digestion by the help of salivary gland. And next digestion start from stomach, and now I come in digestion in the small intestine. Okay, digestion in a small intestine. So intestine also divided into 2 categories. One is small intestine and another one is large intestine, isn't it? Small intestine. So only absorption start from small intestine, but the large intestine only done absorption and assimilating action only. Very little amount only done the digestion. Okay, but most of the food digest from mouth to small intestine. Okay, but large intestine only absorption the food particles and assimilating it. Okay, but absorption start from small intestine. Are you clear it? Okay, now I come in the small intestine. Small intestine have a lot of enzymes, that is the bile and then the pancreatic enzyme, okay, the pancreatic juice, and then gastric juice, and then okay, there are two enzymes, one is the bile and pancreatic juice, gastric juice, okay, and the bile have a bile pigment, and then these bile pigment formed from dead RBC, okay, dead RBC of hemoglobin, and then the bile have salt, cholesterol, and electrolytes, okay, and phospholipids, okay, phospholipids. What is that? Phospholipids. So the bile consists the bile pigment. The bile pigment, there are two types. One is bilirubin and biliverdin, okay, bilirubin and biliverdin. There are two types, one is bilirubin and another one is biliverdin, okay. So again I come in the bile consists the bile pigment, salt, cholesterol, and phospholipids. What are that? Bile pigment, salt, phospholipids, cholesterol, okay, and the bile help in emulsification of fat, okay, emulsification of fat. Bile helpful to emulsification of fat, okay. So fat digestion starts from small intestine. Carbohydrate digestion starts from mouth because salivary gland only digests to carbohydrate food and protein food, okay, and here the fat digestion starts from small intestine by the bile, okay, and the bile pigment, and then the bile salt broke down the small globules. Fat already bile emulsification the fat, and then again the bile salt also break down the fat into glycone, okay, fat into glycone, and then the bile also activate lipase to digest lipids, okay. Lipid, what is the, where is the lipid? Lipase is one of the enzyme. The bile also helpful to activate of lipid to digest the lipid and also protein, okay. And now I come in the pancreas juice. Where is that? Pancreas juice, okay. Pancreas juice have trypsinogen and chymotrypsinogen and nuclei, and then pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase, okay. You listen to me. Bile consists the bile salt, isn't it? Here bile, okay. Bile consists bile pigment, and then what is that? Bile salt, and then cholesterol, and then phospholipids, okay, phospholipids, and the bile is used helpful to emulsification of fat. And also the bile salt break down the fat into globulin, okay. And then the lipid, that is a lipid. The lipid, the biles are try to transfer the active stage of lipid to digestion of lipid and protein, okay. And next one is pancreatic juice, isn't it? Pancreatic juice, okay. Pancreatic juice are trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, carboxypeptidase, pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase and nuclease, okay. What are that? Trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, and carboxylipase, and then nuclease, and then another one is pancreatic amylase. Okay, these are pancreatic juice. These are pancreatic juice. Okay, so listen to me. It's a little bit confused. So listen to me carefully. Okay, listen to me carefully. Now I rub the bile. Okay, and also this one also. What are the pancreatic juice? Trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, and then nuclease, tryptic amylase. There are pancreatic juice. Okay, first of all I take trypsinogen. Okay, trypsinogen is one of the pancreatic juice. Okay, pancreatic juice, and this is a inactive stage. Okay, like what is that? Before in stomach we have seen that name is pepsinogen. Okay, in the stomach that enzyme name is pepsinogen, isn't it? It is inactive. So after secrete the HCl only, it will be converted to action enzyme. That name is pepsin. Okay, so here trypsinogen. Trypsinogen is a inactive enzyme. Trypsinogen is a inactive enzyme. Okay, so it is an inactive enzyme. So we want to activate it, but trypsinogen converted into active enzyme. The active enzyme name is trypsin. What is that? Trypsin by enterokinase, by enterokinase, which is secreted by intestinal juice. Okay, it is secreted by intestinal juice, intestinal mucosa. Okay, so mucosa, where is that mucosa? The four layer, isn't it? Submucosa, mucosa, serosa, then muscularis. But the enterokinase enzyme secreted by intestinal mucosa. That means the four layer of alimentary canal start from mouth to anus, isn't it? But the stomach also have mucosa, submucosa, musculariza, serosa. Likewise, the intestine also contain the four layer, isn't it? So intestine which have the four layer, which are secreted the enterokinase. Okay, do you understand? So trypsinogen is a inactive enzyme change into active enzyme of trypsin by enterokinase, which is secreted by intestinal mucosa. Are you clear it? Okay, very good. And then now I take second one, chymotrypsinogen. What is that? Chymotrypsinogen. trypsinogen. Chymotrypsinogen also inactive enzyme. Okay, so chymotrypsinogen also will be changed into active enzyme of chymotrypsin. What is that? Chymotrypsin by trypsin. Okay, so it all the process or step by step process. Trypsinogen change become to action enzyme of trypsin by enterokinase, and also the chymotrypsinogen also change become to chymotrypsin by trypsin. Okay, by trypsin, and then both are hydrolysis of protein. What are that? Protein into peptones and polypeptides. Okay, what is that? The trypsin also hydrolytic, and then the chymotrypsin also hydrolyte of protein, peptone on polypeptodes. Okay, peptones and polypeptides. Peptone and poly means many. Okay, polypeptidase. And also chymotrypsin also change become to chymotrypsin by trypsin, and it also hydrolyze the protein and associate with some amino acid to give peptide bond. Okay, what is that? Peptide bond. Peptide bond. Okay, are you clear it? So once again repeat it. Trypsinogen is an inactive enzyme, change become to trypsin by enterokinase, and chymotrypsinogen also change become to chymotrypsin by trypsin. Both are hydrolytes but trypsin hydrolyte the protein to convert peptone and polypeptidase, and the chymotrypsin associate with amino acid to give peptide bond. Okay, and then now I take pancreatic amylase. So pancreatic amylase is converted glycogen starch into maltase. Okay, glycogen amylase, glycogen and starch into, that is maltase. Okay, maltase. It is a macromolecules, it is a micromolecule, that is a difference. And then lipase. Okay, now I take lipase. Lipase or emulsification of fat. So therefore the lipase, listen to me, triglycerides. Okay, triglycerides change become to fatty acids and mono, that is glycerides. Here tri means 3, mono means 1. Okay, so triglycerides converted into monoglycerides. Okay, by lipase. Are you clear it? and then the fatty acid and monoglyceride further hydrolyzed to give fatty acid and glycerin. Okay, so what are that? Trypsinogen is a inactive enzyme. So this inactive enzyme change become to active enzyme of trypsin by enterokinase, and also chymotrypsinogen also inactive enzyme change become to chymotrypsin called active enzyme by trypsin, and then the trypsinogen hydrolytic to in protein to give peptone and polypeptidase, and then chymotrypsinogen is a active stage is chymotrypsin hydrolytic and associate with amino acid to produce peptidide bond, and then pancreatic amylase converted the glycogen and starch into maltase. Likewise, the lipase converted in triglycerides into fatty acid and monoglycerides, and monoglycerides further hydrolytic to give fatty acid and glycerin. Okay, do you understand? And now I take nucleic acid. Now I take nucleic acid. Okay, listen to me. Nucleic days. So nucleodase also break nucleic acid into nucleotide and nucleoside. Okay, so listen carefully. Nucleic acid. Okay, nucleic acid converted into nucleotide and nucleoside by nuclease. Okay, nuclease. Okay, these are the pancreatic enzymes. These are pancreatic enzymes. Okay, and then now this food passed into, first of all, food entered the mouth, and then esophagus, then buccal cavity, then esophagus, then pancreas, then stomach. Now food is small intestine, isn't it? Now we can see in the small intestine gland only. So now food in small intestine. Then the food enter the large intestine. Food enter the large intestine. Okay. So here large intestine only absorb the food and assimilating the food process only. Okay. And then the intestinal juice or success enters the Barnard gland along with the secrete of intestinal enzymes. And the intestinal juice such as maltase, what is the intestinal? Large intestine. Okay, so listen to me. Small intestine juice consists, what are that? Pancreatic juice and nuclease, amylase. There are small intestine juice, isn't it? So now I come in large intestine juice. Okay, so that is also intestine juice. Okay, intestine juice. The intestine juice, there are maltase, and sucrase, lactase, and then peptidase and nuclease. Okay, nuclease and lipase. What are that? Maltase, sucrase, lactase, peptidase, nuclease and lipase. Okay. So maltase converted maltose into glucose plus glucose. Okay. Similarly, the sucrose converted into glucose plus fructose by sucrase. Okay. So maltase converted into glucose plus glucose by maltase. Likewise, sucrose converted into glucose plus fructose by sucrase. Okay. And then the lactose converted into glucose plus galactose. Glucose plus galactose by lactase. Okay. And then the dipeptide and tripeptide. Okay. Dipeptidase and tripeptidase converted into amino acid. What is that? Amino acid bipeptidase and nucleoside. What is that? Nucleoside converted into sugar and nitrogen base. Sugar and nitrogen base by nucleodase. Okay. And then diglycerides and triglycerides converted into fatty acid by lipase. Okay. These are the another process of digestion. Okay. And then once again repeat this point. Maltase converted into glucose by maltase. Sucrose converted into glucose plus fructose by sucrase. Likewise, lactase converted into glucose plus galactose by lactase. And tripeptides means 2 peptides and tri means 3. Okay. Tripeptides and tripeptides converted into amino acid by peptidase and nucleoside converted into sugar plus nitrogen base by nuclease. And here digestion is nothing but the macromolecule converted into micromolecule, isn't it? The complex molecules break down into smallest or simplest molecules. That is a digestion. So here in food have lot of component. What are the component? Carbohydrate, fat, protein and then lipids. Okay. So lipids and fat similar. Okay. Lipids and fat similar. Okay. So here the carbohydrate food such as glucose, fructose, and maltose, there are carbohydrate food component. And there are converted into monosaccharides. What are that? Mono means single. Okay. Monosaccharides. And then the lipid or fat converted into fatty acid and glycerin. Okay, fatty acid and glycerin. Glycerol. Okay, glycerol. Glycerol. And the protein converted into amino acid. Now look at me. The carbohydrate food digestion is stored from buccal cavity by salivary gland. Okay, and also protein also stored from buccal cavity, protein in digestion. And fat digestion stored from small intestine, that is a fatty acid and glycerin. Okay, so carbohydrate food transfer into monosaccharides, and fat or lipid transfer into fatty acid and glycerin, and protein converted into amino acid. These are the digestion. Okay, and then the jejunum and ileum regions of small intestine, which are absorb the simple substance of food materials. Okay, simple substance, and these all process controlled by neural and hormones. Okay, neural and such a hormones. And then hormonal control of the secretion of digestion juice is carried out by local hormone produced by gastric and intestinal mucosa. So these all are process controlled by neural and hormones process. Okay, so this is a digestion of food and role of enzymes. Okay, students, and this is your homework time. Students, please note your homework. Take your book, page number 80, figure 5.8 is your homework. Draw properly and mark all the parts properly. Okay, and then digestion in stomach involve the enzyme. Okay, so here you only need to write the enzyme and react with some substance and converted that. Okay, so for the example, one of the enzyme of small intestine is pancreatic juice, isn't it? So pancreatic juice enzyme is trypsinogen. So you are going to write trypsinogen, and in bracket it is a inactive, and then converted into active state, that is a trypsin. Listen to me carefully. Okay, it will be helpful to easy to write. Okay, so first of all you take a pancreatic juice only. Okay, small intestine have a bile, pancreatic juice, intestinal juice. But for the example, first of all I take the pancreatic juice, and one of the pancreatic enzyme is trypsinogen, isn't it? So you put a heading, pancreatic juice. First of all you put the heading the digestion in stomach, that is a major heading, and then the subheading is pancreatic juice, and then you write the trypsinogen and the bracket inactive enzymes to convert it into trypsin. Okay, converted into trypsin by enterokinase, this much only, and then this trypsinogen hydrolyzes the protein, hydrolyze trypsinogen plus protein gives hydrolytes to give amino acid or peptide likewise. Okay, likewise you will write all the enzymes of digestion in stomach. Do you understand? And then you should write the maltose, sucrose, lactose, dipeptides, tripeptides, nucleotides, nucleoside, diglycerides and monoglycerides also. Okay, this is your homework. Are you clear it? First of all, your homework is the diagram, and then digestion in stomach involve the enzymes only, not a written. Okay, just write a equation like that. Okay, this is your homework. I hope all of you understand. Okay, thank you students.